High-End Radio, you on the air. Who's this?
Oh,
what's up, Gangster? How you doing, young one?
Man, I'm alright, man. Just taking care of myself these years. My people, you know.
Right. Check this out, man. We been trying to catch up with you. We know you be working, you be grinding. So,
yeah, man, I've been moving around a lot too this summer. It's been real hectic, just back and forth between LA, dealing with my kids on regular life shit. You know what I mean?
Okay. So check this out. We just gonna go ahead and get right into it, man. What's new?
All right.
What's new? What you got going on? And shit. Tell the high-end listeners what we need to know, man. Cause you know they always checking for the Uno.
Yeah, what's new with me is that I have a lot of unreleased deals. Cause I've been working on this little distribution situation and in control of all my own projects. Niggas been selling my shit for years, so I'm finally just buckling down. I don't get help, but I got control of my own projects. I got a little distribution situation, so I'm looking forward to releasing a lot of this music I've been sitting on. I've been refusing to just drop projects that don't have promotion, don't have a proper situation around them where I could at least do my thing, you know what I mean? I'll let it sit on the music and let it pile up, and I know one day I'm gonna just flood this motherfucker, and that's what I'm on right now.
Well, shit, you've been doing all right. You know what I'm saying? A pretty cool job of it already. But I guess you know, getting the proper business in order, which a lot of artists aren't aware of. I don't want to say they don't do it.
Right.
Just they're aware of the knowledge that you got and shit.
Right.
So I mean, it's all. See, I'm talking to you. I'm asking you this. A lot of people, they get the perceptions of independent artists and don't even think or know what you are out seeking for. So my question to you is, on an independent scale, are you cool with it the way you are, or today in 2014 would you sign a record deal?
You know, I never said I wouldn't sign a record deal. It just depends on you know, I'm an experienced musician, so, you know, if they gonna let me do my thing, produce these young dudes I got, throw this music out, yeah. I'm very optimistic about the independent game because, first off, we got this internet, so, I mean, we can be our own distributor, as far as physical stuff, and these digital situations, I ain't gonna say it's easy, but they really looking for independent artists that grind, who they can put a digital distribution situation in their hands and see what's going to happen. So I'm real optimistic about the independent game now because I've been taking economics one nigga. I've been on this market and shit, trying to really be as good a businessman as I am a musician, which I'm still missing from, at least on San Diego game. We'll be on our music shit, a lot of talent out here, but we'll be on that businessman thing where, you know, if a nigga want to make money, you gon' fuck with niggas that make money, just like the dope game. If you're a crib and you only stay on your block, you only got access to that. If you want to make money, you can branch out, you know, meet people, and it's the same thing in this music, man. What I'm saying, you don't really need to get off of that solo shit, nigga. We ain't connected, we ain't gonna need that with that. I know media down, they don't want you on the radio talking about how wicked it is in San Diego. We gotta be independent out here.
Exactly. Real shot. Speaking of that, being the independent artist that you are, how was it working overseas and having the opportunity to work over there and going to France, man? Explain about that a little bit.
That shit was lovely, man. It was beautiful. I wasn't even aware that they knew about San Diego, let alone East Uno.
Right.
So I hooked up with these guys. I go over there, and you know, the language barrier is real thick at that time. I'm going in French at this point, but back then when I first started out, we had a real thick language barrier, and I really thought they was more like, you say what I'm saying, they like my albums. And I just sit down with these dudes, man. They had every San Diego record. They did 2 of them on like, that sound like some Django music, but who is that? And the dude's like, oh, we love San Diego. We love San Diego music. And my boy Bank, the one that put it together, he go over there, so he wanted to see San Diego music on that level of LA, Atlanta, Bay, other cities where, you know, artists is gonna come out and you gonna get that music. And he's the champion of San Diego music. So that shit was beautiful, man. That was one of the best experiences of my life.
Yeah, that's what's up, bro. A lot of people, you know, don't get that chance, and what they don't understand is there is a lot of overseas hip hop fans, and they love American hip hop, so that's cool for them to really
I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna tell you like this: when you in Europe, and overseas is big, there's a lot of countries over there, but when you in Europe, the whole Europe is West Coast. I hop off the plane, I gotta lay over in London. Motherfucking see me in my ass t-shirt and pop down for me.
That's big.
I get off my plane, and this time I'm supposed to be on France. And one of the baggage claim handlers, the nigga hit me out of nowhere. For Biggie, we love Tupac.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
High-end radio, nigga.
On the Sickness Network.
So tell me, what do you consider greatness? Cause a lot of us these days admire fakeness. And it's too late, can't change it, gotta face it. When I turn on my TV and I'm facing
this is a high-end radio exclusive.
Flip
Bastards.
news, and on my street there's another casualty. The game will blow right past the G. Trying to play it straight when all these average niggas have to cheat. Somebody gonna get a fair shake, but it might be after me. So I lay down these words these children have to see. That they can make the choice where they don't have to be. Spot fillers in these graves and penitentiaries. Fresh tats and fresh faces on fresh tees. Be freshed up freshmen in universities. Don't wanna see you making the same mistakes as me. But I know God will take you through like he's taking me. And I know ain't no breaking you like ain't no breaking me. We breaking bread, bro, and brought a gang of meat. And sisters at the door with a gang of drink. We plot, plan, strategize, and emphasize everything from A to Z and even in between on how to bring the game something that is never seen. With a unified focus on the same dream. And they say that God is there when 2 or 3 agree. We got a worldwide push involving several countries. All of us came up from nothing, turned it into something. In a world where they hate to see these ghetto black kids coming. We doing this shit legal, they ain't taking this one from us. We ain't peddling no dope, we ain't pimping on no woman. What they doing, we done it, seen the light and turned away from it. But my niggas still banging, hitting these fences, running. If these crooked pigs catch him, they gon' kick him in the stomach. Cause the devil gotta dance long as the drummer keep on drumming. So I play the beat again and make the rhyme fit perfect. For the youngster in traffic, when he say music is worth it. Cause we gon' keep them ganged up. We'll be damned if we let all of them fall victim to the same stuff that we fell to, that Kesey fell for. Cashito, rest in peace, I feel I could have been there more. But we cannot delay the outcome. We got a number on our backs that we can't outrun. I'm out running for funds and I need more than just some huns. Them stacks got to add up, gotta find a way to get that done. Trying to avoid any situation where I gotta extract my gun. Just working with my talents, leaving my customers on gun. At $100 a bar, 1600 for the 16. Spit it pristine as a Sistine Chapel ceiling. Just dabble a little paint right where it ain't, and when I'm done, I'm out the door. I'm running late for another engagement.
You know, the ability to get out there in the field and make plays for the advancement of you and your team, that's greatness. How much more simple can I put it for you to understand?
Greatness. I don't know what your definition of greatness is.
DJ Nightfall.
Hey, Ethan, let me ask you this. When you're a friend, it's obvious that you're not the only San Diego artist they listen to, but you're the one that made the track to make it happen. Who else are they slapping out there? Just out of curiosity.
Shit, man, they was fucking, you know, what was impressive to me was this dude named Grand Slam. I had never heard of him until I got to friend, and he had a good album produced by Dave Moss. And I heard that whole album, was like, who in the fuck is Grassland, man? I'm gonna go beat that dude.
I think he's Dave Moss people.
Yeah, Dave that produced that album, and it sounded good. They was bumping the whole San Diego, though, from Dombo to Cricket. Shit, they was bumping everything from San Diego to Gangsta Grand, Googie, CW3. And they love our music right there, man.
Yeah, so it's fair to say that we're talking to the official ambassador of Dago Hip Hop for France.
Yeah, you is talking to the official ambassador of San Diego, France.
So we're talking about my partner, Ife Uno.
Yeah, shit.
Yeah, and niggas can really pull up out there. Man,
I got my passport ready.
What you think it takes to get a whole San Diego festival out there?
You know, it's gonna take some work, man. It's gonna take some work because first of all, the tickets are expensive, so we gotta make sure that when we get over there, the tickets is gonna get paid for. You know what I mean? Get paid back, but I mean, it wouldn't be doable because they want to see San Diego artists out there. We just have to have our shit together to a point where if Ife, Adonis, Mitchie Slick, and Googie Monster, for example, is going to go over here and we can hit a few cities, do a few shows, you know, count a little bit of paper because they want to see San Diego artists out there. You know, they asked me a question. I got a chance to go to Amsterdam when I was out there too. And I met up with students out there, a group of Crips in Amsterdam called Tulano Neighborhood Crips. And they was really humble. They wasn't on no gangbang shit. They said they represent the culture. They don't represent the violence. They love the culture and they represent the culture. They don't have the violence and shit that we have. That's how he explained it to me. But he asked me a question. He said, we love San Diego music as much as we love Bay and LA music. We love California music. But I wonder why we can't use San Diego music. If we want to find a Bay artist, we can get that music. We can get it online. If we want the LA artist, we can get that music online. And we wonder, are there San Diego artists and Bay artists in LA artists? And that shit hit me. That shit stung. It stung real bad when he said that. And I kept a smile on my face. I love the country, but that put a buzz in my head for him to say that to me. San Diego music is a demand for it. And as we meet the demand for it, as we get better at meeting the demand for it, the demand will increase and increase and increase. You know what I mean?
Right. Let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
10 years later, mental scars. How you feel about that?
You know, I already had the idea to do a Mental Scars 2 10 years later. And the album that I have, I initially titled it The Book of Ife, Mental Scars 10 years later. And I dropped the Mental Scars title off of it just because, you know, Mental Scars was a heavy album for me, and it really was. Mental Scars, what a lot of people don't know, because I exercise a lot of demons by recording that album. So I don't listen to it, I don't go back to it, I don't even review it, because that was a part of my life that I got rid of. Now, to do Mental Scars 2, I decided that I do want to do it, but I want to do it. I don't want it to be for anything. I want it to really be another Mental Scars album. So that's something that I'm really in my head at this point. I already had the idea to do it, man, but it didn't work out that way. So I took it together, you know what I mean?
Okay. That's what's up. What's going on with the DVD?
What?
With the DVD.
Oh, man, yeah, we're gonna have to do another DVD. We can't do Little Scars without a DVD. That was groundbreaking in 2003, 2004.
Right. Yeah, that was the first of its kind.
I picked the idea from 50 Cent. Put an album out with that DVD. I was like, I'm doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see?
I'm doing that.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's what's up, man. So, you know, your involvement in Still Dreaming.
Yeah.
Hell can't wait for that.
Man. That nigga Googie, man, is a beat. First of all, I'm gonna say CW3 is a beat. Because he did so much before he passed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Googie and CW, you know, and for those that don't know, those are brothers. And they best friends too.
Shout out to the Kennedys. Shout out to the Cal Crazy family.
Those are some of my best friends. So, we have a gift there. When we all three been in the studio together so many years, and we know when Cookie telling this motherfucker, he might not do no verse, he might not do shit, he might not do shit, but he gonna be here. But yes, we be working, we'll knock stuff out, and we'll do all the other shit too, but we'll knock stuff out. So I was real proud to see Cookie just really step his game up and complete that album for his little brother, you know what I mean? Yeah. And doing it right. Got the graphics looking good. Yeah. Being on this business, man, I was real proud of that. Yeah. And as far as my involvement, I'm still dreaming, I can't take complete credit, but I'm part of what created it. Absolutely. You know what I mean? I'm a big important piece of what of the musician he became, because I was the first one to open my door. And Joe Black, I gotta say this. Yeah. You was the nigga that saw something in me and was like, I got some equipment sitting around. He said, I'm gonna bring it over here to you. And I put that shit to work.
High-end radio, nigga.
On the Sickness Network.
Only his greatness can look in and discern how deep my pain goes. Bullet-sized raindrops, black and white rainbows. Storms I created for comfort just keep pouring. Relationships I gave life to, trying to destroy me for many years. I just looked in the mirror and seen faceless. My baby girls look in my eyes and see greatness. The rhythm of the bass and guitars, my testimony. Let me take you on a ride of jail cells and morning depths of homies. I was selling dope in hell and feeling cycle of dying, but the gang banging. Trying to play judge and slam the gavel on the next man for what he was claiming. Favorites of the Willie Lynch doctrine, mental enslavement. Tombstones on the corner with they brain sick, and they clean a wagon, come and washes away the blood while the family sits and watches none but the streets call it greatness and praises the shooter behind the gun. Shadows and silhouettes of dead souls dancing on the wall made for greatness, but greatness holds his patience till he calls. And they say it's gotta be something greater than this, but a trained eye can see greatness in some flowerless broken bases. Tears of repentance flood the church's altar. A wicked-hearted killer making peace with the Father. Now that's greatness for a man to overcome the power of Satan. Bow his ways to Yahushua and make that transformation. Defy the rules of gravitation, conquer levitation, create an explanation, and share the revelation. So many fall victim to American systematics, illegitimate governmental tactics for fundamental taxes. No lower class access, but them impalas are still bouncing in the ghetto. Will they sip on the passion to bring them happiness? Will little kids throw rocks at ambulances, and the squeals spill the beans to keep they loafers on free canvas? And it's all done without no practice. I still see greatness in all malfunctions, closed caption.